Hello, my wonderful people. Hello, my viewers. Hello, my subscribers. Hello, the lovers of freedom. And hello, the lovers of mankind. Hello, the people who believed in their own. That is, the people who believed in the struggle of Biafra. I welcome you all and I greet you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and depending on where you are listening from. Stupidity has engulfed the Nigerian media house and her agent of provocateurs' sense of reasoning. We are talking about when we mean the Nigerian media houses, we are talking about, it's all about the brown envelope media houses, who does nothing, never see anything bad in what the present government is doing in Nigeria and also in Biafra land, who are always at the verge of broadcasting anything that is never good in Biafra land, who always carries fake news here and there concerning the Biafra and its struggle. That is the ones we are referring to. They are the one that their sense of they have lost the sense of reasoning, if sorry to say. Just like look at what happened the other day. One young lady of 22 years old was arraigned, according to the military, that he was among the Boko Haram. Looking very well at that girl, we found out that even the girl herself, she's even afraid of her own self to make an open statement or comment concerning the Biafra or ESN. But look at Zamfara. Two people into gun running are being caught in Zamfara with almost 347 AK-47s. 347 in number AK-47 with live ammunition of thousands. Do you know what they did? They turned their back and take their photos. Yet tomorrow you come out and tell me that this one Nigeria is going to work in this country. Who says that? That thing? No one may pronounce that thing. This is total rubbish, and it is unacceptable in this society called Nigeria, because Nigeria have turned a society. Everything happening in Nigeria now is about comedy. Look at the APC presidential candidate. Everywhere he go, he must. That is a new comedian. I think I go there and Alibaba and the rest of them basket mile to create back as them. They roll this man into that their comedy industry, because what that man needs is just comedy to make people laugh. That is not what Nigeria need at this point in time. Nigeria in a total mess. We need somebody who can stand. Look at the flag they give to him. He can't even raise the flag of APC up. Then tell me how he's going to solve the Nigerian problems. He can't even stand for 2 minutes or 3 minutes to make a complete statement without any single gaffe. He can't even make a complete speech of 5 minutes without no reading from script. Binani. In Adama Wayola, he keep on calling Buhari, even where Buhari was saying Buhari was embarrassed. Buhari was disappointed. Is this a person that you people brought to me for me to come and campaign for? If that is the case, if Buhari is not in the northeast there or north central for his own program, why he not follow them to Enugu state? They will cover him now and tell you now that the Buhari have ordered this thing. They have fought this man that you must come and raise this man hand up, so that nobody, the other opposition party will not feel anything. He went there only to be embarrassed. Buhari. He turned into song. The next one is broom. Hey, this country. I'm very, very sure that the youth have never learned anything this past year. Maybe they still need more 8 years of hardship, so that at least the remaining ones will know that, man, that APC have nothing, no single thing to offer to Nigerians. They don't have anything. They have started their blame game. In Yola, in Yobe State, the president openly said that they have defeated insecurity in the northeast. They were said at that Mullah reserve in Yobe, when the bandits, the same people that defeated strike in Kaduna, kill 7 NSCDC corps members. We kill them. They are still in that this thing. They kidnap a chief of a customary court in Igweben, Edo State. So, what is happening? Who do you defeated? You defeated ordinary criminals, but the main bandits are out there in their numbers, doing what they know how to do, keeping sleepless nights in the eyes of the occupants in their own ancestral land, sacking people from their homes and villages. Let us move straight into the business of this day. Please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. I don't want to take much of our time because time is money. Just that when I remember how this country used to be, how peaceful it used to be, how you can travel almost the whole night from Onitsha to any part of the country you choose to in the night. Now, even in the day, even broad daylight, you cannot even travel to from your own home to your own maternal home without fear of being kidnapped, killed, or maimed. That is the country that you tell me that the president boldly come out and tell us that he has defeated insecurity. May God have mercy. First, with the recent scripted poorly video published by the government of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, and her Imo State government press media team, Orient FM and Orient Television and Laws of Order, other Nigerian national daily press team made up of hungry and haggard-looking brown envelope journalists, has gone a very long way to tell us and humanity at large that journalism in Nigeria lack such objectivity. It also entails that the highest bidder in government places and corridors of power in Nigeria today gets the best concocted lies published as news in their news outlets and platforms without carrying out or embarking on any fact-finding mission or investigation to arrive at what guided their institution to their reportage. We are going to unearth the agent or provocateurs behind this whole scene working for the government of Nigeria and how it was being planned before the said video was released for public consumption just to tarnish the image of Eastern Security Network, a security arm wing of the indigenous people of Biafra, ably led by the liberator of our time, Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu Kanu, and the DOS, who are responsible fighting against the invasion of our land by the marauding Fulani herdsmen and Fulani Boko Haram / ISWAP terrorists being backed by the federal government of Nigeria, Fulani government of Nigeria, and the Nigerian armed forces. We need to understand the term provocateurs, their works and its literary meaning, so as to guide our sense of reasoning and know when we are being played by them for make-believe. Here, the Abuja-made governor of Imo State of Nigeria, under the dictatorship of Senator Hope Uzodinma, is the main person who intentionally encouraged people to do something illegal, usually so that they can be arrested and used to signal a message to their masters that they are not relenting. And that is really what just happened in the self-released video of government state-managed imposed ESN commander in Imo State. Many of our numerous readers may not know that the said Ejima, the alleged ESN commander who was said to be arrested by Imo State Nigerian Police Force Command, is a nephew to the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. For record purposes, Ejima is the commander of the militia group created by Hope Uzodinma, responsible for the anti-Ipob activity in Imo State. Ejima is the pure hooligan, working with many unknown gunmen in Imo State, and he is a nephew to Senator Hope Uzodinma. Ejima claimed to be a commander without owning to a gun, as the script was poorly written. However, During the live broadcast, there were guns dropped in front of Ejima and co. A commander without a gun, such is mystery. Another fabrication and falsehood is where they said unlearned and unarticulated in logic and reasoning. Mr. Ejima claimed that ESN security network have their training camp at the back of a Nigerian police force without the force detecting them. And how can ESN have a camp at the back of a government facility? The names Ejima mentioned are his boys. They work together, causing havoc and committing crimes in Imo State. Ejima, Sky, Zuma, Eta R are responsible for the killing of security personnel in Imo State, kidnapping for ransom, enforcing sit at home, killing Biafrans while enforcing sit at home, and snatching of cars. They have already been declared wanted by the DOS/ESN, and their names are on the wanted list. It's a simple term. Nigerian media houses are tools meant for mindless spreading of falsehood, responsible for propaganda, stealing of vital information from the public, and engage themselves in heavy blackmailing because they are bought over agents. When in the Ipob structure do we have the OS commander? Many of us may not know the reason for the resurgence of mindless propaganda and stage arrest, interviews, and blackmailing of Ipob leadership by Nigerian government through the use of our compromised media houses. For months now, the Nigerian media focused on Simon Ekpa's ruthless and unguided orders and planned engagement that will betray the cause for Biafra freedom and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being released from the DSS dungeon. These agents of provocateurs, plans, and moves was exposed and met with stiff reactions and undefeated reasons, and we gave it equal exposure of who Simon Ekpa is and who Simon Ekpa is really working for to jeopardize our struggle for redemption. Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State and his counterpart from Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, who are responsible and secretly sponsoring the Finland petty criminal Simon Ekpa, saw to the eventual total failure of making up something to continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down in DSS solitary confinement. Recall that the Appeal Court of Nigeria sitting in Abuja had discharged and acquitted the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of all frivolous, trumped-up, and spurious count charges leveled against him by the Nigerian government of tyrant Muhammadu Buhari. Reason they went back to the media blackmailing which they dumped over the months, trying so hard to use Simon Ekpa, the devil's incarnate, to infiltrate the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra's Directorate of States. Surprising, they went back creating fake ESN camps in pages of newspapers and in engineering of doctored videos where they will hire Simon Ekpa minions and other unscrupulous hirings to act as ESN commanders and members. The Nigerian Armed Forces, be it police or military, will beat them up as planned before acting the script and ask them to make certain confessions against Ipob, ESN, Eastern Security Network, and her leadership under the command of Chinasa Nworu. We perfectly understand their frustration because we have won the argument to restore Biafra in their own very court room, and they adamantly refuse to obey court orders. Pharaoh let my people go, but Pharaoh refused. But at the end, Pharaoh was at the losing side. Imagine the military and police force busting a so-called ESN camp at the back of a police station, where free Mkporommiri ice known as methamphetamine is being used by the so-called ESN operatives. Can our readers imagine a situation where all the Nigerian leading media houses are interviewing one so-called ESN operative and asking him who is their sponsor, and he answered Chinasa Nworu without knowing the work and role they say Chinasa Nworu does in Ipob structure? Then you will know that They said Uzodinma is not under oath, neither is he an oath-taking Ipob family member. Shamefacedly is that this is the same media houses that has kept mum over the mindless killings, massacre of innocent civilians in Amufu, Enugu State by marauding Fulani terrorist herdsmen. There's no media houses, platform, or outlets outside Ipob media team who are in Nigeria going to Amufu to interview the villagers as to hear from them first hand over what really transpired in their village and also show the world what is happening in that town. But once they hear Ipob, they will all jump out from their evil covens and help, even to arrange for Biafra flag and the insignia to be used while making concocted lies as news. Imagine the military in Nigeria that has turned a blind eye to the menace of marauding Fulani terrorist headers while massacring innocent civilians in Nigeria and elsewhere, are now more powerful to engage in busting out of so many imaginary called ESN camps, and all the media houses are trending same fake news. What a country. Biafra reporters are here to debunk their lies, expose their missions, and tell them to their face that once again they have failed woefully. There's no amount of propaganda, blackmail, be it using of the petty criminal living in Finland, Simon Ekpa, and barrage of unknown gunmen. The brown envelope media houses, the eastern slave governors, and politicians, etc. can quench the will of the people to be free from modern Nigeria slavery in the hands of the oppressive Fulani government of Nigeria. No amount of propaganda and make-believe can justify the continued detention of the liberator of our time, Mazi Ukechukwu Nnamdi Kanu. You have an option, and that is to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and set a date for referendum. Biafra is an ideology, and propaganda cannot kill her. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag free Biafran, and hashtag referendum for peace to reign in Nigeria. And that is where we stand. We are going international, my great people. Just imagine police in Kenya, Nairobi have been caught where they what? Where they are robbing citizens. You get it? That is the same Kenya who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the Fulani government of Nigeria. Video. Police officers caught on camera attempting to rob two businessmen in Nairobi. A closed-circuit television CCTV footage released on the internet has shown the moment some alert police officers were attempting to rob businessmen in Nairobi, Kenya. The event reportedly happened on Monday morning on the streets of Nairobi as seen in the video. The said police officers have stationed themselves at different positions on the street waiting to get hold of their victims. One of the businessmen was said to be carrying 2 million Kenya shillings. The businessman was heading to the bank when the suspect trailed him to a busy road in the area. The video aired on NTV. A Kenyan broadcast station showed the said police officers attempting to force their target into a Toyota car, but they were interrupted by security operatives. Nigerian News understand that the victims of the attempted robbery later reported the incident to the regional police headquarters in Nairobi, and the officers were subsequently arraigned in court. You can watch the video if you choose it. The top Nigerian lawmaker escapes assassination as gunmen attack his convoy. Meanwhile, the Ondo State Police spokesperson Fumilayo Odunlami Omisonya says an investigation has begun into the suspected assassination of a federal lawmaker, Tajuddin Adefisoye. Nigerian News learned that the convoy of Adefisoye is representing Idanre Ifilore local government constituency of Ondo State at the National Assembly was attacked on Monday in his hometown of Idanre while returning from a private function. It was gathered that the convoy of the federal lawmaker, who is also a member of All Progressive Congress APC, was punctured with bullets at the gunmen directly aimed at his vehicle. Confirming the incident in a statement, Adefisoye accused the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidate for the House of Representatives, Festus Akimbaso, of masterminding the violent attack. He said the gunman shot directly at his car, adding that the incident has been reported to the police and Nigerian army. He said the assailants were hired by the PDP candidate, Mr. Akimbaso, for the House of Representatives. They shot directly at my vehicle, but I thank God I was able to escape and have reported the case to Nigerian police and Nigerian army for investigation to commence. So my good people of Biafra and the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. I just want to make it a very brief so that every Dick and Harry will understand this news, interpret it, digest it, and also make something out of it. As you hear, please make sure you make this video, let it go viral. Pass it on, because our what do they call it? Our brown envelope media houses are in one way or the other destroying the image of Ipob. So the only way we can counter them is for you to get any news of the Biafra you get, at least make sure you share it to 2 or 3 of your friends, family, or your colleagues in the office, so that as you pass it on to them, they will also pass it on to the other people, and it will get to the ears of those who cares to listen what the brown envelope media houses are doing in the southeastern part of the country, destroying our economy and also destroying the future of our generation. Have a nice day, my people. Until I come your way again, please remember, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. I always pray for my fans and my viewers and also my listeners. May the Almighty Chukwuka bless us all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Have a nice day, please. I am signing out until I come your way again. Bye for now. Bon voyage. Que messiano.